Hello viewer. Today I will discuss about the effect of mutation at cellular level, tissue level, organ level as well as in organism level. First, we will talk about the introduction. So, it includes that any genotypic change regulating cell, tissue, organ and organism function can be manifested at the change in phenotypic effect. Start with mutation at cellular level. It will include the animal cell and plant cell. When we are talking about the animal cell, it is related to the mitochondrial DNA as well as nuclear DNA. Let's talk about the animal cell mutation related to the nuclear DNA. Here I will talk about sickle cell anemia, cancer as well as somatic hypermutation. As we know that the cancers are regulated by oncogenes, tumor suppressor genes as well as DNA repair genes. First one, sickle cell anemia that happens in beta polypeptide chain of hemoglobin. If any changes happen at the 17th nucleotide by A to T transition, so we can find the change in 17th codon coding the amino acid change from glutamic acid to valine. So that can causes at the homozygous condition the sickle cell anemia, and in heterozygous condition containing these sickle cell beta polypeptide causes sickle cell trait. Cancer. So cancer is related to the uncontrolled cell growth as well as cell proliferation. As we know that if any mutation happen in the germ line, so it can be gone to the next generation, to the next descendants. So total over throughout the body the mutation can be observed. Now by the mutation, germline mutation, if anything is getting happen by controlling cellular growth, by controlling cell proliferation, that can actually leads towards the cancer. The first one is regulated by the oncogenes. Normally proto-oncogenes are present which regulate the programmed cell growth, programmed cell death and various other types of cellular function. If any mutation happens in the proto-oncogene, that can lead to the formation of oncogene, and these oncogene gives the uncontrolled proliferation of cell or cell growth. It is dominant, that means just one mutation in the heterozygous condition is enough to cause cancer. Next one, tumor suppressor gene. These genes are present and they can suppress the tumor formation. As we know that these tumor suppressor genes, they help to suppress the tumor formation. They cause the recessive, autosomal recessive type of cancer because two genes must be present which are tumor suppressor gene mutated, then only it can cause the cancer. And we can find that usually they are related to the P53, any mutation happens. So usually they are the somatic, that is actually acquired and limited to a particular generation, but sometimes this sort of mutation can be inherited, the exception in case of Li-Fraumeni syndrome, which can pass to the next generation. DNA repair genes. There are mismatch repair genes which corrects the mismatches or mistakes within the DNA. If mismatch repair systems are not working in well manner, so mistakes will be existed within the DNA. Somatic hypermutation. So it is actually happened by the affinity maturation. So what is going on? If new antigens are coming out, so to fight against all those antigens by affinity maturation technique, immunoglobulin chains are getting modified by somatic hypermutation. It is inducible by the system itself. So at the variable region of the immunoglobulin chains, they are facing some sort of somatic hypermutation as well as over the B cell receptor to fight against new antigen. Now we can see that is acquired, that is not actually delivered to the next generation, and that is limited to some particular cells. But if it is not targeted, that is the untargeted and mistargeted cause of the somatic hypermutation leads to B cell lymphomas. Now, animal cell organelle related the mutation like mitochondrial DNA related mutation. So we know that it is maternally inherited. If the homoplasmic mitochondrial DNA mutation happens within mother, so that can be transferred to the next generation related to the mitochondrial DNA homoplasmic mutation. Usually some sort of neuromuscular diseases, ataxia, myopathy, retinal dystrophy as well as some mitochondrial inherited diseases are very much related. As we know that if the mutation happens in leaf bud, so in case of mitose, so that can be found at the part of the plant. But if it happens in plant before meiosis, so that can be actually found in next generation, that can be delivered to the descendants. Nuclear back mutation. So by back mutation, by nuclear DNA, it can be reverting back to the original phenotype. But in case of yellow plant having green edges, if it is reverted back or vanished, that is only by the chimeral rearrangement, not by back mutation. Same as we can find if yellow plant is converted to the green one, or if green edges are found, that is only by the recombination, not by the back mutation. So as we know that plant organelle DNA, so it must be related to the mitochondrial DNA as well as cytosolic DNA, which is related to the chloroplast. Next, in mitochondria, as we know that if any mutation happens in mitochondrial DNA which is maternally inherited, that can be gone to the next generation. So it is actually related to the sterility or fertility related genes. So from sterile plant we can have the fertile plant by the insertion of microhomologous repeats. So from sterility, fertility can be gained within the sterility related mitochondrial DNA or genes. So always in case of chloroplast DNA mutation can be happen directly by the chloroplast DNA or indirectly by the nuclear DNA which makes proteins for the chloroplast. So usually that is related to the leaf variegation. So always in case of mirabilis as well as in other plants, leaf variegation is related to the chlorophyll synthesis related to the chloroplast DNA mutation. Mitochondrial mutation can also be found at the phenotypic expression of neurospora and yeast. So it is found that the Pocci and Petite mutation. Pocci mutation is found in neurospora and in Baker's Brewer's yeast it is found at Petite mutation. So they are all the slow grower. So when we are talking about tissue, again I will talk about plant tissue as well as animal tissue. In case of plant tissue related to the endosperm color at the plant stalk, it is related to kernel color, it is related to the leaf color as well. So it is actually affected by differential position of the genetic loci or some genes. As we know that small a locus is not causing color in the endosperm or kernel color in case of maize, but if it is converted to A1, then AA heterozygous condition can able to produce the coloration by the effect of DT gene, and here we can find the dosage effect. So in case of animal tissue, I will talk about connective tissue, epithelial tissue, blood, nervous system, lymph, muscular system, bone, muscle together. In connective tissues, there are several related disease to the mutation. First, Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. It is related to the disorder of connective tissue as well as it is also related to the bone formation. The epidermolysis bullosa. It is actually related to some mutation found by the skin effect. Next one, very important, Marfan syndrome. Marfan syndrome is actually the antimorphous dominant negative syndrome. Only one wild type allele is able to produce the phenotypic change, the change in fibrillin protein regulating gene. So that can, this fibrillin protein that can change the collagen structure, the fibrillar filamentous protein structure. Next one, osteogenesis imperfecta, that is X chromosome related and give rise to the malformation of the bone. in epithelial tissue. As we know that is actually connected by the extracellular matrix. So, these matrix regulated metalloproteases can be mutated. So, these MMPs if are getting mutated, they are related to regulate RAC1B type of gene which is responsible to create breast cancer and give rise to the uncontrolled growth. Next one, in blood, thrombophilia. Now, in case of thrombophilia, we can found the mutation in case of factor 2 genes, as well as we can find in Leiden mutation factor 5 is getting mutated, and this factor 5 if it is getting mutated, they actually inhibit the function of protein C, which is important in case of proper blood clotting. Next one, in nervous system, it is related to the neurological dysfunction, especially the malignant neoplasms. It gives rise to the mutation in NF1 gene product. Next one, in bone. As we know that if any mutation happens, either in high bone density, it will give rise to higher jaws, higher bone synthesis, or it may be related to the low bone density related to LRP5 genes. As well as we can find in case of osteogenesis imperfecta, COL1A1 and COL1A2, they are all related to collagen 1 type. If they are getting mutated, proper collagen is not getting formed, proper bone formations, connective tissues are not yet getting formed. Next one, in muscle, myostatin, MSTN protein is very important protein. So, they actually regulate the extension of the muscle tissue, the enlargement of the muscle. They can inhibit at a proper level. If this myostatin protein is getting mutated at the gene level, so there is no inhibition of the muscle growth, so longer muscle, extended muscle can be synthesized. In lymph, it is related to the RASA1 gene mutation. It can causes the capillary malformation related to arteriovenous malformation. So, that is all about tissue level. Tissue actually help to make the organ. So, let us talk about mutation at the organ level in different systems. First, we will start with the organ in case of lower animal like rodents, like mice. So, we will discuss about coat color of mice. So, according to different genotypes, we can have different phenotypes at the mutation of 7 different loci, and all these are related to the loss of function. So, they can create the 7 phenotypes like agouti, like albino, like brown, short-eared, piebald, pink-eyed, dilute, etc. So, they are phenotype according to the coat color except the short-ear one, and they are all created by the loss of function. Next one, higher level. Now, higher level including the animal like mammals, we will talk about that particular system, again may be related to the mitochondrial DNA as well as nuclear DNA. First, we will talk about the mitochondrial DNA. There are 2 specific diseases are there, LHON, LON and MELAS. Now, LON is the Leber's hereditary optical neuropathy and MELAS is the mitochondrial encephalomyopathy lactic acidosis stroke-like syndrome. Let us first start with the LON one, Leber hereditary optical neuropathy. It gives the painless loss of the vision, and maybe it come before the age of 20 years, and it is actually found in case of male much more rather than female. In case of female, it can happen in the later stages, and it is related to the stroke-like syndrome, the sclerosis types of apoptosis as well as sclerosis types of syndrome. Next, MELAS. Now, these MELAS actually affect mainly the system of the body regulating the muscular dystrophy, and again it is related to the stroke-like syndrome, lactic acidosis, and it gives the mitochondrial impermeability, the mitochondrial dysfunction. Next one, affected organ. So, by LON and MELAS, there are so many organs can be affected. What are they? Central nervous system, peripheral nervous system, eye by formation of cataract, hearing causing deafness. We can find the cardiac arrest by heart as well as kidney related to the retinal system, endocrine and intestinal system by dysphagy is also related to as the target organ by all these mitochondrial DNA mutations. In nuclear DNA mutation, target organ Xeroderma pigmentosum XP, so that is related to the impaired DNA repair mechanism caused by UV damage, that is the nuclear excision repair system. So they can create the excess pigmentation over skin, the skins are susceptible towards the sunburn and can cause skin cancer. Next, HFE, hereditary hemochromatosis. It can increase the intestinal absorption of iron, so it can create iron overload of the total body at different organs. Plant organ. ADH1 actually is found in the normal level in case of roots and pollens, but 10% than that of the normal level is found in anaerobe scutellum. Let's talk about the mutation at the level of organism. Now, these mutation at level of organism may be at the multicellular organism or microorganism level. Multicellular organism. As we find that it can be happened in case of germline mutation if it is getting inherited. So, it will be better adopted and positively selection for the evolution can be gone to the next generation, to the descendants. But if it is the somatic cell, that can be concentrate only one particular generation, that will not be sent to the next generation. Now, types, it includes germline mutation as well as somatic mutation. Germline mutation, it gives the vertical transfer of the gene. It is actually dominant, and we can find in gonial cell gamete, if contains such sort of mutation, they can deliver or perpetuate to the next generation. They have potency to perpetuate. Next, the phenotypic effect of the germline mutation, it may be small change, no change, or maybe big changes in the phenotype. Now, big changes in the phenotype may be related to the loss of function, gain of function, non-penetrance as well as morphological mutation. The first one, loss of function. So, if gene encodes a protein, protein regulate all the cellular structure and function. So, it can make the protein unable to cause a particular function. So, activity of the function can be lost. It may be recessive or may be dominant, actually it is recessive. But in case of gain of function, it is always dominant. That means if new function is getting happen, so that can always be responsible for the dominant at the heterozygous condition. So, new activity can be getting observed. We can find the abnormal activity by change in gene expression in a particular tissue which are not wanted to express that particular gene. Otherwise, it can give the overexpression of a particular gene by promoter or regulator overexpression, giving rise to the cancer level. So, new activity of protein is deleterious in such a manner because they can be expressed in unwanted tissue, not to be expressed, or give the overexpression of newly active proteins. Next, phenotypic level. Non-penetrance, either dominant or homozygous recessive, anytime they are not getting expressed at the phenotypic level. And morphological mutants, the outcome of the phenotypic level, that is come from the biological mutation, that is the enzyme regulated by the gene causing lesion in the biochemical pathway. So, biochemical level of mutation like auxotropic mutations can be manifested at the morphological level. Number 1, if total loss of function happens, that is called amorphous, that is called amorph, and null mutation happens. If the increase in the function happens, that is called hypermorph. If decrease in the function, reduction in the function, that is called hypomorph. In cystic fibrosis, we can find amorph. If it is dominant negative, it is called antimorph. If new functions are getting increased, are coming out, that is called neomorph. Now, two common exceptions are there causing at, they are called as haploinsufficiency as well as dominant negative. In case of haploinsufficiency, like hereditary hypercholesterolemia, only one LDL receptor gene is good, and in case of dominant negative, we can find Marfan syndrome, which is X chromosome related, that the production of one particular protein from the mutant gene is enough to cause mutant to the other allele. Now, immunologically, this can also be tested by neurospora, where in case of tryptophan synthetase mutant, if it is immunologically tested, then it was found the mutation happened other than the enzyme active site. So, it is unable to show the tryptophan synthetase activity, but can be tested to form cross-reacting material. So, that is called CRM plus phenotype. In case of CRM minus phenotype, they are totally unable to form the tryptophan synthetase enzyme at all. So, they cannot produce the cross-reacting material. So, somatic mutation, it is related to the somatic cell and horizontal transfer, and actually in one cell if it is getting affected, that is only one cell, not the other population of the cell. Now, phenotypic expression that can be observed in the offspring, not, and it is not evolutionary selected, but it sometimes give the expression in case of cancerous level. In case of red delicious apple, it is half red and half golden, and we can find in case of dominant negative the short legged Ankon sheep. Phenotypic effect can be related to the cancer because genomic instability help to concentrate the aging, as well as DNA looping. Genomic instability give the senescence to occur, as well as it will give the promoter and regulatory sequence to express much more in case of other. Next, the intra-organism transfer can be happen in case of hybrid or in case of different places of the organs. And in case of hybrid, from species to species, the mutation can be transferred. In case of microorganism, like in neurospora and yeast, we can find them as the loss of and gain of function. But in case of microorganism, it is actually growth in the cultured medium, they can be selected. The phenotypic effect related to the conditional lethal, leaky, inhibitor resistant and regulatory. Conditional lethal, that means viable at the permissive condition, non-viable at the restrictive condition. It may be auxotropic mutants, it may be temperature sensitive mutants or suppressor sensitive mutants. Now, auxotropes. These auxotropes are unable to synthesize any particular growth requirement agent, like tryptophan synthetase mutant. In case of TRP minus E. coli, there are 5 genes are there. If anything is getting affected, if any gene is getting affected, so they are unable to grow in the tryptophan minus selective media. So, they are only able to grow when tryptophan is getting supplied. Temperature sensitive mutation. So, cold and heat labile genes are there, only at a particular temperature they are permitted to synthesize. If they are synthesized at the gene level, so at protein level they are not problem containing. Suppressor sensitive mutation. So, only wild type phenotype can be observed in the mutant if the suppressor are getting synthesized, and they are not actually happened in the obligatory important genes. So, they are permissive at a particular condition and restricted at other condition. Other phenotype lethal causing the death and leaky mutation causing the reduction in the growth. Like they are not unable to grow in the tryptophan lacking medium, but the slow grower. Other phenotype includes the inhibitor resistant. We can find in case of tryptophan resistant E. coli. We can find in case of streptomycin resistant E. coli. So, ribosomal S12 protein is getting mutated. So, that is why they are becoming streptomycin resistant. Sometimes it may be related to the drugs to enter inside the system. And regulatory mutant means constitutively, like in lac operon, they are getting synthesized though the lactose is not yet getting present. So, continuously they will be able to synthesizing. So, students, I have talked about the differential level of cellular, the organ, tissue as well as organism level mutation cause, effect, their significance as well. Thank you very much.